watchful eye of its mother. Thousands of non-snowmobilers come every year to see such sights, and the lodges provide commercial snowmobile buses for nature trips into the park. The Park Service clearly outlines the roads for those who want to see the splendor of Yellowstone in the winter. It seemed that every bend in the road brought a new vista, or we came upon a secluded spot that compelled us to stop and spend a few moments enjoying the sheer beauty of nature's handiwork. The muffled song of rushing water over half-frozen rock held us spellbound, and only the lure of what was beyond the next bend tugged us on toward yet another adventure in this winter paradise. One of the biggest surprises of the entire trip happened when we came upon a large herd of bison, buffalo to the people in this area. Both of us left our snowmobiles and approached the shaggy beasts for a closer look, which we later learned was not a recommended procedure. Even after all the interesting events on the trail into the park, we were unprepared for the rugged dominance of Old Faithful. There is little doubt that she reigned supreme over this northern wilderness. Later, as we headed back to the motor home, both of us were lost in our own thoughts. Reliving these past few days and realizing that today's adventure could be a perfect ending to our vacation. With a final toast to the ending of this part of our vacation, we spent the evening watching the lingering shadows creep along the pine-studded slopes. We were up with the sun, and I was a little surprised to find Judy in such a happy mood. I figured she'd be disappointed about the vacation part of our trip being over, and all that remained was work. When I mentioned it, she said if we couldn't be out snowmobiling, the next best thing was to be with snowmobilers and watch our machines in action. I should have known she'd feel that way, since, as I have mentioned, she was born and reared in a country where snowmobiling is a way of life. In fact, I owe my love of this great sport and having gone to work in this field to her. We met during college, and her keen interest in snowmobiling rubbed off on me. We were almost married on snowmobiles. Well, anyway, we rode our machines from her parents' house into town for the wedding. After we settled down, it seemed only natural to find employment in a field where we both had such a great deal of interest. Funny thing, while I was concerned about Judy's reaction, I was the one who had to take one last look at the country that had given us so much pleasure. Once on the road, all thoughts turned toward the forthcoming races. Judy drove while I went over my schedule. She really enjoys taking the wheel, claims the maneuverability, all-steel construction, and wide range of visibility gives her a greater feeling of security than driving the family car. That evening, after arriving at the race area, we discussed the different evaluations I had made and planned to make during the races. Judy is an excellent sounding board for my ideas. Not only does she give me a woman's angle to snowmobiling, she also comes up with some excellent technical comments. Like I've said, I am one of the lucky people. Unless you've ridden a snowmobile or been captivated by the thrilling action of a race, it's difficult to imagine the kind of tense expectancy that fills the air on the day of a race. It's like a supercharged atmosphere that flows in and around the throngs of spectators and drivers. You can actually feel it, sense it as you drive down the street. Everybody's waiting, heat up for that green flag that starts the first event of the day.
On behalf of the Western Snowmobile Association, we welcome you, fans, to our 6th edition of our Western Snowmobile Championship right here, West Yellowstone, Montana, your snowmobile capital of the world.
Okay, drivers, on your machine, let's go. Let's get this race underway. Thank you a lot.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, everybody.
On the line, I won't line you up on how you are on the board. You just come out and pick a position. All I want you is side by side in a straight line. I may flag you in 1 second. So when you get there, I may flag you in 3 or 4 seconds, because the only thing I can tell you is watch me. Don't be gazing off in the distance, or you're going to be left sitting there.
9 machines, and they're off. Coming down now, they go into the backstretch over there. There is a short area where we cannot see them. And they're coming off of that high turn. Leading your first lap once again, a Polaris number 259. They'll bring you his name as soon as they pick it off of the list.
Judy and I were interested in all the events, and my company was entered in most of them. However, like most of the people here, we were waiting for the 800A main, the feature event of the entire program. This was the championship everybody wanted to win.
Now performing in your big 800 class machine, Western Snowmobile Roundup 6th Annual Championship, and we'd also like to add the feature race of the day. All right, the flag's up. Now, these are the big ones, racing fans. These are the big ones. Don't forget, stick around for the big awarding of the big trophy immediately following this race. We're going to go 8 laps, 8 laps. This is your first lap of 8 laps, racing fans. Your first lap of 8 laps. Mike Baker leading, Jeannot DeSarmo running second, over in the backstretch, and DeSarmo picking up a little bit on Baker, racing fans. Now they'll be shooting. They actually shoot up onto that turn. We're coming around now. Mike Baker, DeSarmo, second. Oberg running third. You can see Mike Baker coming around, getting a commanding lead, driving a Polaris, putting yourself in Baker's lap. Now you hope that it continues to run in this big 800 class. This is our feature race of the day. You can see Mike Baker coming around now into the backstretch 800 class machine. Your A-Main Championship, as we classify them, the 800 class in Western Snowmobile. And there they're coming onto the turn. Mike Baker over on the far turn, running first. This is our feature race of the day. Running first now. As he comes around here, we may have a champion. You'll see it in the making right here in West Yellowstone, Montana, your Western Snowmobile Championship racing fans. Mike Baker coming up on the near turn, coming around, racing fans. Please stay back off of the track. And now coming in, Mike Baker running first, Oberg running second, over on the back stretch, you can see Mike Baker coming around. Running second is Obert. Running third, Montrud.
Go, baby, go. Go, baby,
They're moving
go.
up. Coming around now, you can see them here, fans, coming in to pick up that big checkered flag, which is always great to see, especially if you're in first place. He barrels are off of that curve, comes in a little bit high, but he's still leading.
Go, baby, go.
Bring him in with a big hand. Your winner, Mike Baker. Running second is Sicklin, and third, Montrud. Now, racing fans, a rundown on that championship race. Running first was Mike Baker, driving a Polaris. Second, Bertel Sicklin, riding a Skidoo. Running third was Reynolds Montrud, Roseau, Minnesota, on a Polaris. Now, there you have them. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of your big 800 class. Now, we're going to award the trophies. Stick around, racing fans, if you want to watch this. I'll make this big award.
Mr. Huntley, would you like to make the presentation for us?
All right. I think we have the winner up here, and if you'll get the trophy for me, we'll try to get him away from the cameraman over here. Mike, congratulations. I have a very pleasant duty to perform here. On behalf of the Western Association, congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have any more races coming up this season?
No, not this year. No.
This does it for this year? All right. We'll see you up here next year, okay?
You bet. You bet.
You bet we'll be back next year, and it'll be go, baby, go all over again.